Welcome to Crystal Water Tarot for another timeless reading. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of Gemini. When this will be for the next 7 days from whenever you find this reading. So let's go ahead and get started. And we have the card number 31. And it's Find Your Way Back. The love essence is in you is the compass. This is a very beautiful card. I feel like this is like your heart. There's something special about you. You share. You're compassionate. The pink maybe. I don't know. I just feel like you're a compassionate person. You may give to others. You may think of others before yourself. I'm just feeling your heart is open. I don't know. I'm just feeling you don't hold back when it comes to showing affection. And the card number 31 reduces to the number 4. So let's go ahead and let's get some tarot cards. And I apologize for my dog in the background. The first card we have is Temperance in reverse. So normally Temperance talks about merging opposites, balance, calm and harmony. But I feel like something in your life is being disruptive right now. Maybe you are with somebody who's maybe the same as you, and that might be causing things to be unbalanced. Sometimes when we're with people a lot alike ourselves, we see that, and sometimes what we see in the mirror we don't like, or it causes conflict. Sometimes when we look, they reflect what we are, and sometimes that may be causing some disruptions, so that when we try to do things, it's like almost like you working against yourself. Or maybe you're with somebody who likes to also, same thing, give, and it's, sometimes you're both giving and there's maybe no middle ground, so you maybe don't find balance, you don't find harmony. So sometimes you might find that difficult if you're always the giver, because maybe you're not standing out and that's what you need, and that's what makes you feel special. And we have the card of Justice. Okay, so this card just brought out something a little bit different, is that you are the person that always gives. And you're not feeling balanced, because with this card I'm getting a sense that you do give. And you're not finding balance or any peace, because with this card here, nobody may be appreciating what you're giving. Nobody may be you're not finding balance or any calm, because it's just like a constant. You're constantly giving, and there's never any balance. There's never any, you're always the one giving. Maybe you're not finding it fair that you're the person that always gives. Maybe you're in a relationship where you're the person that always gives and you're never the receiver of something. You're never maybe on the receiving end. Maybe, and this could be maybe in work, not necessarily just relationships. This could be within your family. Maybe within in your family, you're always the person that's there when people need you. You're always there when something goes wrong, you're there because your heart is just there. Your heart is the one who feels that you need to be there. You need to find that thing. And maybe, with this find your way back, maybe you've stopped giving because of this card, because you found that it's not fair, because maybe you need to find your way back to that place because others have taken advantage of you. Others have used it and abused it. So maybe you need to find your way back to who you truly were because of how others with this Justice card have literally used and abused what you've given people. And that's not uncommon. Sometimes when you're a giver and you're always the one who takes care of people, who's always there when people needs them, friends maybe, you're the one that always listens, but when you need somebody, nobody's really there for you. Nobody's really there to lend that ear. Nobody's there to step up. And because of that, you feel like maybe there's no fairness. Maybe there's no justice for you. And this card here is kind of saying, yeah, you maybe it's, and this has kind of put you there. And the justice is you need to find your way back to who you truly are, and maybe find fairness, that you need to also reflect that you can't let them change who you are. Yeah, I'm finding that you're just maybe, you can't let them destroy who you are deep in your heart. You need to be this person. You can't stop following your true nature because people have used you or people have taken advantage of you. There will be no justice in that. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And normally the Queen of Pentacles talks about growth, enjoying the fruits of reliable people. And I'm getting the sense that in your life, you feel that you have no reliable people to talk to. You feel that, you've been the reliable person. And again, I'm really sensing that people have taken advantage of that. And that's kind of set you on a path where, why should I do that? Why should I always be there for others when nobody's really been there for me? But again, I really go back on don't stop being who you are. Find your way back to who you were. Find your way back to being that person. Don't let people walk all over you. Don't let people take advantage of you. But find your way back using that compass to who you truly are. Being that person that people go to. But maybe setting boundaries. Maybe setting up that. Because this one here, for those people who have not been there for you, for those people who you thought were reliable, and they're really not, I feel that they're gonna find out the hard way. When you maybe set your boundaries and you turn around and you kind of maybe say no, or somehow it will come out where you're going to there's fairness will be found somehow. The divine karma, it's gonna come around. And even in my own life, I've seen this happen. And those people who have not been there for you, it's going to be a rude awakening. And now we have the Page of Wands. And with the Page of Wands, it's, with this upright, it talks about courage and responsibility, but courage, staying active, optimism. And so this here is telling me that you need to stay positive. These people may not come around, but they're it may look like now you may just kind of sit there and say, I help these people, and it's never, nobody's ever there for me. Somebody new is gonna come in. I'm just getting. Somebody's gonna step up who you never thought would ever step up for you is gonna be there. And it's going to be that, it's going to be somebody totally out of the blue. But somebody's going to come in and help you. Somebody's going to be there for you where others around you. And it may be somebody new. Somebody that's coming in if you work with, somebody you just would have thought, maybe it was never going to be your friend, or somebody just who you thought was never, ever possible. Is going to come in, because the people, and that's where something positive is going to come in. And these people here who were never reliable, somebody's going to show up for you. But again, you need to really find your way back. You need to find your way back to who you were, and just bring that love back. Because if you kind of close yourself off and just say, yeah, I'm done helping people, I am done, showing my love, if it's your family, if it's friends, you may be working and you've just been helping maybe somebody at work. Maybe you step up to things and it's like, why should I bother doing that? Because I never get recognized. Everybody else gets the pat on the backs. That's really not fair. But with this Justice card coming up, I'm really thinking that those people who take advantage of others, who never show up, who are never reliable, again, I'm really sensing karma's going to come in and it's going to take around. This person here, maybe if it's a work, maybe a new manager is going to come in and they're going to recognize you. They're going to see that you have that courage. They're going to see that you step up. Again, I'm just seeing here that you're going to be recognized by somebody new coming in. And these people here who just are not reliable, who just don't ever step up to help you, who maybe cross boundaries with you, it's going to be recognized. Yeah, you need to be, with finding your way back, I'm hearing finding your way back to who you truly are. You don't want to lose yourself because of others, because that's going to throw you off balance. And with this Temperance card does mean balance. It means being calm and, harmony. And this here could be, because of throwing you off balance, it could be making you feel, disharmony. It could be causing friction, even friction with those who haven't done anything wrong. You could be blocking people who may be that new person. You may be judging others like, this person has done this, I've done this, so that means that all people are like that. Not all people take advantage of people. Number 7. Crystalline spirit, you are creation itself. You can reach anyone at any time with your pure source light without taking any residential energy on. And yeah, I believe you have something within you. You have a spirit like this here that you need to find back, and you can take that on and you can shine your light again. But I'm believing you need to set some boundaries. You need to be careful of what you and who you help. You need to make sure if you help people that you're not letting them take advantage and that they don't cross lines. And again, you need to make sure that when you help people, you don't drain yourself. And you got to replenish yourself here. And I'm just kind of seeing this as like a waterfall. And you also have to make sure that you don't become cold. And I'm just sensing the cold because I'm seeing, this is crystals, but I'm also seeing ice crystals. But I'm also sensing maybe you become that way or you're working your way through that. But I'm also seeing the regular stones, and I'm getting a sense that things are starting to melt away. Maybe that you haven't gotten that far yet. Maybe you're starting to get in the process where you're starting to block people, where you're starting to say, hey, I've had enough and I'm not doing this. And you're starting to, become colder. And this is maybe just a heads up don't let it go that far. You might be starting this process, you might be in the middle of this process, or you may be in the ending. But however, because this reading goes out to so many, you just, you need to find your path back. You need to find your way back, but you cannot lose who you really are. That's just a shame. That's just, you can't let people destroy who you are. You're a special person. Expand. Growth is often uncomfortable and messy, but necessary. And again, this definitely, doing this, it can be messy, because also I'm getting a sense that you may need to let some people go, or you may need to take a break from some people, because sometimes people are kind of tiresome, especially if they've been draining you. The moon. Take time to reflect, and that's where I was kind of mentioning, take time to take a break. Reflect on it, maybe journal. Take time to look at, what's been going on. And sometimes people don't like to reflect, because sometimes they have to maybe look at where they might have been the root, they might have let some things happen. Maybe they didn't set boundaries. Sometimes it is not, we don't like looking at where, I don't want to say be at fault, or I want to say take responsibility. We allow people certain access, and maybe we allowed people we enabled people to access our help, and that's where we may need to disable, or I don't know what the word is, enable, disable, in a positive way. Maybe rather than, you've heard the thing, teach somebody to fish rather than just give them the fish, or something like that. That's where I'm getting a sense. Navigate. Beacon of lights in the night sky are there to guide you. And again, we have find your way back, and then beacons of light in the night sky are there to guide you. And I'm getting a sense that something, you're getting maybe signs or something that are helping lead you back to where you once were. That, positive, the person who, I'm getting a sense you actually enjoy helping people, but it tired you out. People may have taken advantage of you. You like listening to people. You like being there when somebody needs something. But I think that people, again, may have used you, and you're just kind of like, I'm kind of over this sense. But in the other hand, you like being there helping your family. You like being there helping your friends. But again, some may have used and abused. We're going to get a timing card. And this may be a time, this card may reflect on something in the past that may kind of give you the heads up, oh yeah, I remember. It may be something that's going to reflect on what you're going through now. It may reflect on something that's going to happen in the future. So take it how it resonates. In the spring. So something may have occurred in the spring, something may occur in the future. Again, however it resonates. I love the colors. Something may have occurred, you may have became friends with somebody. Maybe you have already gone through this, and somebody new came in the spring that may be that person that's going to step up that you would have never thought is the person that was going to be that would step up to help you get back to where you were. And I'm also seeing a path in this card. So where it says find your way back, the compass, I'm just seeing a path here, maybe leading you back to who you were. And I'm seeing a lot of pinks, kind of similar to the pinks in there, which is leading you back. And maybe maybe you're going through this, and by springtime, you're going to be back to who you were. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Sometimes it may take, maybe you have to do a little bit of forgiving. Maybe you need to take a break. You need to reflect. Journaling helps. And we have the number 0808, swift action, wealth, empath, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength. I have auspicious outcomes. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps towards achieving your ultimate objectives immediately. Finances miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. Again, we've been mentioning about somebody new coming in, and that could be that person. So again, just focus on yourself a little bit more, and take steps. Again, these don't need to be humongous steps. These could be little steps. Maybe setting boundaries, doing some meditation, just those sorts of things, and helping you. And swift action sounds like immediate action, but we all have our own definitions of swift action. And we have a butterfly, which is transformation. We have a horse, and this reminds me of Pegasus. We have a sun made with a smile. We have a wing, and this here reminds me of an angel wing. It also reminds me of military, like Air Force or something, those wings that they get. And then we have the tree of life, and that just reminds me this is your life, and you should be living it the way you want, and you should be living your life not looking to just help others, but to help yourself too. And these tiles can be in regards to somebody. It could be a place, it could be something that you want to do, however it resonates. I'm seeing the name Brian, Brain, Harry, Nancy, New York, Bill, Bob, Air. So even though this is Gemini, and Gemini is an air sign, so that's interesting. Oscar, I'm getting hand, giving a helping hand. I'm seeing rain, which is a water sign, so maybe this person coming in is a water sign. Please comment if you see any names or places that you may recognize that may, kind of go with this, having to do with your situation. So this is the end of your reading, Gemini. I hope this has been helpful. Please make comments, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and please join us again. And remember, this is a timeless reading.